Hi everyone! About a week ago I did a video on making greenhouses from recycled material, and this is one that I made last week out of a bottle and a flower pot, and the pot that I used inside was actually a toilet roll. Oh wow, look at that. And I just wanted to show you the progress after a week of how great these mini greenhouses are. Look at that, I've got a seed sprouted. And just as I've taken it out, look at that, you can see the root. Which leads me on to the next thing really. When you plant a seed in the ground, what happens? Do you ever think about that? Like, what happens underneath the soil where we can't see? We know that the sprout pops up and some leaves come out, but what happens underneath the soil? We're going to have a look, but we're not going to dig any plants up for this. So, I've got a jam jar. You can use a clear plastic Ziploc bag if you want to. I haven't got any of those, so I'm using a jam jar. And some kitchen roll. And some seeds. I've got some pea seeds here, because they're a good size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tissue paper into my jar, and then I'm going to get, hopefully, a nice flat piece. And I'm going to just pop it inside the jar, and that's where my seed's going to go, so I can see what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to take maybe 2 seeds out of my packet, just in case, because sometimes one doesn't work. There we go. So I've got, oh, that one's trying to escape, 2 little pea seeds here, and I'm going to pop them down the front of my kitchen roll so you can see them in the jar, and then hopefully I'm not going to flood this. I'm going to get some water and just moisten the tissue paper. There we go. And then I'm going to put that on a nice sunny windowsill, and I'm going to watch it every day. So around 4 days after we set this up, the pea seeds in the jam jar have been on a nice warm windowsill, and you can just see here, I've put some pink tissue paper to make it easier, they've started to send down little tiny roots. Now this is what would happen underneath the soil. The seed sends down the roots into the soil to get the water and the nutrients, and then a few days later, hopefully, we will see a shoot pop out, and that's the bit that you would see above the soil. So we'll look out for that next. So 2 weeks after we started our pea seeds off, have a look at this, germination. So here we have the shoot that we would just be able to see poking through the soil now. And have a look at these roots. This root goes all the way down here and around the bottom of the jar now. At the bottom it's very fuzzy, so it's got lots of little fine hairs on it, and that's to increase the surface area of where the root touches the soil to absorb the maximum amount of nutrients and water. And then you can see here it's throwing down lots of other roots as well. It's got little extensions off this, and the bigger the shoot gets, the more roots there will be to anchor the plant into the soil and to get more nutrients and more water. And this is going to end up, this is a pea seed, so it's going to end up very, very tall and quite spindly. And it's got little tendrils along the plant to help it climb up. And the higher it goes, the more roots there will be. Okay, so that's what happens underneath the soil when you plant a seed. Now, as the roots get even bigger, the pea seed that we planted will shrink until there's nothing left. This is a bit like a picnic to get it started. And once it doesn't need that anymore because it's getting everything from the soil and from the sunshine, that pea seed will completely disappear. Okay? Different seeds take different amounts of time to do this. This is quite a fast one. Some take about a month to germinate. Some take a little bit shorter. Some need to be in a fire to make them germinate. So lots of different seeds have different needs to be able to start to grow. But I just wanted to show you with a nice easy one that you can do at home. So have a go at this if you can. It's good fun.